Welcome to IBC World Service with me, Asif Rustom. I know that you will be looking at something really awesome for the next few days, so stay with us for the next news updates and everything you want to know about IBC. IBC is with you for the latest news update, latest programs, and anything you want to like for the people. And stay with us for the next few days, and we will be bringing you the best programs ever to be listening in the World Service. IBC World Service is now in live with you in website in our website, IBC World Service website sessions. And you can find it is in the sidebar of our official website, ibcworldonline.com. This is our official website for the listening of the sidebar, where you can find this at the first stage of look at the first time. For the phone, this is going to be looking the swipe below, and for the computer desktop, you can just search at the right side of your things. This is a sidebar. IBC World Service is just broadcasting in website today because there's only a lot of things, and also in Twitter through Periscope. Stay with us for the latest news update. IBC World Service is just broadcasting not only for you, for the whole world. We are just listening to IBC World Service, the radio where people can listen the world before you. Now the latest news update with me, James, James Harry, and me, Asif Rustam. IBC Newscast with James Harry and Asif Rustam. IT Group. This James Harry. IT Group faces an economic crisis amid reopening of its regional operations. IT Group said in a tweet that it is facing an economic crisis due to a long lockdown of its operations. The multinational group of companies and organizations said it is dedicated to serve in the way through which it can keep everyone good. IT Group kept its regional operations closed for about 5 months due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Many organizations were closed and faced various economic crises due to this pandemic. IT Group also kept its operations closed around the world due to this outbreak of COVID-19. Recently, on September 2, after about 10 days of its the group of companies and organizations declared to reopen its operations in New Zealand and Taiwan, but those were also reopened with various health measures. 2 months ago, the CEO of IT Group posted in LinkedIn that it wouldn't reopen its operations though it is facing and it may face economic crisis. CEO also said that IT Group won't open its operations until it couldn't ensure the safety of everyone. IT Group only kept the virtual and media companies or media wing open in the pandemic, but they also ordered that all the persons with the company must follow the health measures instructions provided by the group of companies and organizations and the respective countries. It is also assumed that most of the revenues and incomes of IT Group in these states have come from the media wing. IT Group President CEO Nimanu will give a short speech that will focus on the present situation on 20 September 2020. He told about this in his official website and LinkedIn post. This whole speech will be broadcasted live in IBC's channels and services and stations. The Mount Show to start its year editions. Mountpiece, which is the producing company of the Mount Show, declared in its official Instagram and website page that it will start the year edition of the Mount Show in IBC World Service sessions from 23 September 2020. The Mount Show's host Iman Anwar said that he is delighted to start show in year edition, as he said that it is complicated to publish video episodes. Today, Mountpiece signed a deal with IBC World Service to broadcast the show. IBC Original, the associated producer and promoter, also signed a deal with its sister company, IBC World Service Broadcasting Station. The Mount Show is a production of Mountpiece in which it is hosted by MD Man Anwar. This show is broadcasted visually at present in various IBC channels and now available in YouTube and IGTV. Some reproduced versions are also available in Mountmax or streaming websites. The Mount Show mainly focuses on each of the subjects in each episode. This show was started on December last year with the interview of Riya Sadabra. The next episode focused on the present situation which may result in war. The name of the episode was When the War is Near. The third episode focused on the climate change and response that need to be taken. US will ban WeChat TikTok downloads on Sunday. We will be hearing this latest news with Asif Rustam. IBC Newscast with Asif Rustam. US will ban WeChat and TikTok downloads on Sunday. The Commerce Department plans to restrict access to TikTok and WeChat on Sunday, as the Trump administration's executive orders against the two apps are set to take effect. The department said Friday that as of Sunday, any moves to distribute or maintain WeChat or TikTok on an app store will be prohibited. Apple and Google didn't immediately respond to requests for comments. While users who have already downloaded the apps may be able to continue using the software, the restrictions mean updated versions of the apps cannot be downloaded. A firefighter has died in the California wildfire sparked by a gender reveal party. A firefighter has been killed in El Dorado fire. The blaze sparked this month by a botched gender reveal party, according to the San Bernardino National Forest Service. The firefighter was killed Thursday, the Forest Service said in a brief statement. The cause of death is under investigation, it said, and the firefighter's identity was withheld pending the notification of next of kin. IBC Newscast with Asif Rustam and with James Henry. Well, you were just hearing the latest news update with me, Asif Rustam, and also my colleague James Henry for the latest news update in IBC Newscast. Well, we're trying to put something on this map because you are just hearing that IBC World Service is soon going to broadcast from 23 September and every Tuesday the Iman Show series, and it's gonna be really good for a lot of people who are waiting for the next part of the series. Those who are still not sure about how to hear us, just go to our website, or if you can load it. This is the one of the most complaint that is going on, but we are trying to put it, but from our station's preview and a lot of places we haven't seen any problem, but it may have problems in your areas for the first time, but we're trying to recover it if you have any problem in your areas or regions. If you just cannot hear in website, you can just try in Twitter, or you can just find YouTube for the next time with me, James and Asif Rustam. And you are hearing the latest news update. In these weeks we have a lot of news. Let us hear the headlines with IBC Top Stories. IBC Top Stories with we'll be waiting for Frank William for the next for this thing. Let us wait for him. Yes, he's here. Okay, Frank William, here is the latest top stories. We're going to Frank William for the latest top stories. IBC Top Stories with Frank William. Facebook's ban on new political ads won't change anything. Russia's COVID-19 vaccine generated an immune response study says suspecting fatal Portland shooting is killed by officers during arrest. Trump calls for firing of Fox News reporter who confirmed President disparaged veterans. Drug maker seeks to reassure public on coronavirus vaccine as concerns grow about political pressure. Creek fire in California generates smoke clouds up to 50,000 feet. Hundreds are lifted to safety. Hong Kong shocked by violent police arrest of 12-year-old girl. Elon Musk's net worth is now $1.5 billion, pushing him past Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg on the list of the world's richest people, according to Bloomberg. Thousands march in Belarusian capital Minsk in new protest against President Lukashenko. Michael Cohen published his memory of his time as Donald Trump's fixer on Tuesday. A reporter refused to remove his mask after President Donald Trump demanded he did so before asking questions at a White House news conference on Monday. Chinese President Xi Jinping said China acted in an open, transparent and responsible manner in its handling of the coronavirus pandemic. The Home Secretary Priti Patel of United Kingdom has claimed Extinction Rebellions are so-called eco-protesters turned criminals who threaten key planks of national life. Delhi wildfires worsen across California, Oregon and Washington. Joe Biden and Mike Pence meet an elbow bump at 9/11 Memorial at Ground Zero in New York City, reflecting coronavirus concern. UK reaches agreement with Japan to clinch its first major post-Brexit trade deal. Brexit trade talks in doubt as Britain brushes off ultimatum from Brussels. Testing begins on a Thomas Mayflower ship, which is a solar-powered research boat will aim to traverse the Atlantic Ocean. Rio Tinto CEO and other top executives to step down after Australia cave blast review. AstraZeneca coronavirus vaccine clinical trial resumed in United Kingdom after pause over safety. Los Angeles mayor on Trump's response to wildfires. This is climate change, not just about forest management. Coldwell launches its first online encyclopedia. Site development goes on. Trump signs executive order to lower drugs prices in fight against big pharma. Bihar man curves out 3 kilometer long canal in 30 years to irrigate purged fields. California wildfires, more than 16,000 firefighters to battle. Joe Biden praises Trump-led Israel, UAE, Bahrain peace accords. British Prime Minister Johnson does not want second national coronavirus lockdown. Belarus charges protest leader Kolesnikova with undermining national security. Parents send students to school while knowingly infected with coronavirus, Manoj Mayor says in Attleboro Public Schools of Massachusetts. FBI Director Ware says Russia is actively interfering in 2020 election to denigrate Biden. Why IT Group faces an economic crisis amid reopening of its regional operations. Demand show to start its year editions. US will ban WeChat and TikTok downloads on Sunday. A firefighter has died in the California wildfires sparked by a gender reveal party. This is the IBC top stories for this week with William. You are just hearing IBC top stories with Frank William, and he's Winnie. He's just a new one colleague for the next 20 days. And every Friday we will be broadcasting these things. So stay with us. We will be not taking any time more. This session ends here of IBC September 19 today. Sorry, 18 today, 2020 of IBC World Service session.